What's going on, guys? Alright, today we're going to be looking at my 2025 YZ250. I got this bike last week, brand new. Haven't really ridden it yet to do like a review on it. We'll get to that when I get some hours on it, but we're just going to look around it and show it off. This bike has about 20-30 minutes of ride time on it, not even broken in yet. I looked in the manual braking procedures and it was like get it up to temp for a little bit, start it off, get it up to the temp for a little bit, turn it off. I'm sure to seat the ring, so I gotta do that a couple more times. It snowed. I'm really not trying to go out and get it in the snow and get it just nasty right now just to break it in. I'll let it set till it dries up a little bit, then I go break it in and we'll go ride it. So and I got some parts we're gonna throw on. Gonna throw on some shorty levers. I got a handguard kit. I think that's all I got for the outside of it. I bought some premix because I don't have any of that. My other bikes have always been 4-stroke. Haven't had a 2-stroke since 2003. I got a KX125 brand new, and that's the last 2-stroke bike I've had. I had that one for about 4 or 5 years, and then I went to 4-stroke bikes because I thought that was the jam. They are cool. Some of them are really decent. I've had some 450s, some 250s. As you know, I got a bunch of little pit bikes that are 4-strokes, but haven't had a 2-stroke in a long time, and I'm glad to be back. Just riding this for a few minutes in the backyard, it feels just like an old YZ250. It feels nothing different. It feels like an old 250, just like they used to do. Feel just like I remember them feeling, power-wise and handling-wise and all. This bike handles pretty good, and it's fairly light. I guess coming from the 4-stroke bikes, these things are feel a bit lighter. Whether they are or aren't, I don't know, but they feel that way. So let me flip you guys around and we'll show it off. All right, here it is, 2025. This is a YZ250X. This is the X model. The way my understanding is, it's got a few differences from the regular YZ250. I think some different other pipes set in word a little bit more for clearance. Wide ratio transmission. I'm not sure if the shocks are valved a little bit differently. They may or may not be, but feels really good. It's got an 18-inch wheel in the rear instead of a 19-inch wheel. The way I take it, these bikes have been pretty much the same since like the 2000s. They've just been updating the plastic and whatnot. This one's pretty neat because it doesn't have the seat bolts right here through the plastic. They're actually seat bolts under this little Yamaha emblem in the seat, little rubber plug. Bike's super lightweight feeling. Came factory with a kickstand. I like that. That feels like that might fall down a lot. I might have to get something to strap that up with, but definitely a gorgeous bike. Looking at my old this is a 2006 Honda 250X. So Honda's old 250X, and this bike has served me really good. I had the suspension valve to my weight and what I carry. Put a bunch of aftermarket parts on it. It's got a pipe, suspension, brakes and controls and plastics and seat covers and all that. Is a oversized tank, all that jazz. This one has Electron carb, and I recently sold it to my buddy, so that's his bike now. Really a solid bike. This bike has been super reliable for me. Runs great, handles great. I got a Supermoto set up so you can ride on the street if you want to, and it is plated, whereas the YZ bike isn't plated, but that's okay. Not really worried about that. I have other plated bikes, so I'm not really too worried about that. Yeah, this bike is pretty slick. Standard old YZ250 stuff. It doesn't really look much different. I can tell from the old ones. The frame's a little bit different, and the plastic's different. Motor looks the same. I don't recall when they redid these. I know they redid these, and they've been the same since maybe the 2020 or 2022, somewhere in there. I'm sure someone in the comments can correct me because I don't know for sure, but basically they just upgrade the plastics and you know, the graphics and stuff like that. But pretty solid bike. I really like it. Runs good, and can't wait to do some riding on it to get some reviews on it. We'll definitely be doing a bunch of videos on this one, so stick around, stay tuned. But I got a few parts I'm gonna throw on it real quick, so I'm gonna throw y'all on time lapse. I'm gonna throw them parts on there, then we'll look at the before and after, and we'll get off here. got the new ASV breakaway levers on. I was able to use the factory boot on there. Didn't realize these were the composite probe ends, but they're plastic guard. They're the plastic hand guards. I thought they were the metal ones, but they're not. Guess that's on me for not reading, but got the clutch one on there too. Twist throttles was nice and free. I'm about to move it over just a little bit more, adjust the brakes and the twist throttle over just a little bit more to get where I need, but they're on, looking good. They had a blue color, but I didn't think it would match, just like this blue didn't match. Kind of wish I got black levers now because there's nothing blue up here, but it is what it is. I'll rock them for a little bit, get some black ones later maybe. But there it is. I'm going to scoot this twist throttle over a little bit because it's hanging. Just need to scoot it that way a little bit because this is pretty tight right here. And we should be good to go. So stay tuned for the next video when we take this thing out and do some videoing on it with my helmet cam, and we'll see how we like it. So appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Going in and out recessions.